Hello everyone. In this session, we'll be having a look at important current affairs question from the last week. Actually, these questions are very important in various examinations such as UPSC, NDA, CDS, FCAT, Bank, SSC. Also, they play a vital role in SSP as the questions can be asked in personal interview and they also help you in your GD and lecturate. So, moving forward in the session, let's see our question number first. That is, what is the name of the anti-COVID operation that was launched by Indian Armed Forces? And the options are: option A is Kosena, option B Kojit, option C Namaste, or option D Kosetu. And the correct answer to this question is option B, that is Kojit. See, it is was the we all know the situation of our country. We are in a very serious condition in by this COVID second layer. So the Indian Armed Forces on 3rd of May 2021 they launched Operation Kojit to support anti-COVID-19 efforts of the country. The Lieutenant General Dr. Madhuri Kanetkar, she is monitoring the step and working on strategies to provide relief to COVID-19 patients. Moving forward to question number 2, that is, who won the Laureus World Sportsman and Sportswomen of the year 2021? The options are: option A Lewis Hamilton, option Lewis Hamilton Alice Perry, option B Virat Kohli and Naomi Osaka, or option C Rafael Nadal or Naomi Osaka, and option D, that is Cristiano Ronaldo and Ashley Barty. The correct answer to this question is option C, that is Rafael Nadal and Naomi Osaka. So this is a picture of both Rafael Nadal and Naomi Osaka, and they were like 22nd Laureus Awards, and they were unveiled at a digital ceremony from Spain. Actually, due to COVID precautions, the all ceremony are held digitally only. And if we'll talk about Rafael Nadal, he is from Spain and his sports is tennis. And Naomi Osaka, her sports is also tennis and she is from Japan. So the both awards, Sportsman and Sportswomen Award for 2021, they are both grabbed by tennis players. Moving forward to question number 3, that is, what is the theme of 2021's Red Cross and Red Crescent Day? The options are: option A Together We Are Unstoppable, option B Together for Love, option C Together for Humanity, or option D Everywhere for Everyone. The correct answer to this question is option A, Together We Are Unstoppable. So this World Red Cross and Red Crescent Day. It is annually observed across the globe on 8th of May. It celebrates and acknowledges the volunteers, members, and staff who support the people in need. This day also commemorates the birth anniversary of Henry Dunant, who was the founder of International Committee of Red Cross, that is ICRC. And the theme of the World Red Cross and Red Crescent Day 2021 is Together We Are Unstoppable. It is annually celebrated on 8th May. I have covered it earlier. Moving forward to question number 4, that is, which country opened one of world's longest pedestrian bridge that is named as 516 Aruca? And the options are: option A Portugal, option B Nepal, option C Spain, or option D India. So the correct answer to this question is option A, that is Portugal. And this is the picture of the bridge actually, and it is built across Paiva River. And Portugal opened the pedestrian suspension bridge that was named 516 Aruca in the northern Portugal. The 516 meter long bridge is built in the Aroca Geopark, which is suspended 175 meter above the Paiva River. See, there I'll tell you an additional information. See, there is a bridge named Baglung Parbat Foot Bridge. It is in Nepal, and it is having a 567 meter long bridge, and it is the world's longest pedestrian suspension bridge. See, moving forward to question number 5, that is, which is the first Indian state to have an online flood reporting system? The options are: option A Uttar Pradesh, option B Assam, option C Odisha, or option D Bihar. So the correct answer to this question is option B Assam. See, on 8th of May 2021, Jishnu Barua, who is Chief Secretary of Assam, he launched a real-time digital flood reporting and information management system, that is FRIMS. the Flood Reporting and Information Management System. It is known as FRIMS. And with this launch, Assam became the first state in India to adopt an online flood reporting system. And FRIMS was developed jointly by Assam State Disaster Management Agency, that is ASDMA. I have wrote it na, developed jointly by ASDMA and UNICEF. So ASDMA is Assam State Disaster Management Agency, and UNICEF is United Nations Children's Fund. Okay, so moving forward to question number 6, that is, which country partnered with UNDP India for developing oxygen generation plants in India? These plants are developed in actually northeastern India's, and the correct the options are option A Japan, option B France, option C Germany, or option D Russia. So the correct answer to this question is option A, that is Japan. Actually, the government of Japan and United Nations Development Program, that is UNDP, they have partnered together to provide oxygen regeneration plants to the northeastern region in India. Moving forward to our question number 7, that is, which is first Indian state to join the global COVAX Alliance. What is COVAX Alliance? It is Covaxin Alliance. And the options are option A Maharashtra, option B Kerala, option C Punjab, or option D, that is Tamil Nadu. So the correct answer to this question is option C, that is Punjab. See, Punjab is all set to become the first Indian state to join the global COVAX, that is COVID-19 Vaccines Global Access Alliance. So joining the alliance will help Punjab to address the anti-COVID-19 vaccine shortage and to procure vaccines at the best price. And if we talk about COVAX, it is a global initiative co-led by Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovation, CEPI, and Gavi Alliance, WHO, and key delivery partner UNICEF. And I have here wrote a global initiative co-led by CEPI. What is CEPI? CEPI is Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness and Innovations. And if we talk about Punjab Cabinet has also approved the Punjab Prison Rules 2021 to set new rules that emphasize on safety, security and welfare of prisoners. Moving forward to our question number 8, that is, in May 2021, Ministry of Agriculture formulated a special Kharif strategy with special focus on, and the options are option A, that is cotton, option B jute, option C pulses, or option D vegetables. So the correct answer to this question is option C, that is pulses. And the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, that is MOAFW, they formulated a special Kharif strategy for implementation in the ensuing Kharif 2021 season. And the strategy aims to attain self-sufficiency in the production of pulses like tur, moong and urad. And over 20 lakh of mini kits of seeds to be distributed. These are all the data. You can take a screenshot of this. Now we'll move over to question number 9, that is, who recently climbed Mount Everest in the shortest span of 4 days? Okay, this is very important question. This can be asked anywhere. The options are option A Anshu Jamneshpa, option B Mingma Tenji Sherpa, or option C Kami Rita Sherpa, or option D Apa Sherpa. So the correct answer to this question is option B, that is Mingma Tenji Sherpa. It is his picture. He is a Nepali mountain guide. He created a world record by climbing 8,848.86 meter high Mount Everest, that is world's highest peak, twice in the shortest span of just 4 days. And there is one more important current affairs regarding Mount Everest. On 8th of May, Nepali mountain guide, this is Kami Rita Sherpa. He also broke his own record of the most ascents of the world highest peak for the 25th time. Okay, moving forward to our last question, that is question number 10. NASA's OSIRIS-REx has begun its journey back to Earth after collecting samples from which asteroid? The options are option A Ceres, option B Juno, option C Vesta, or option D Bennu. So the correct answer to this question is option D, that is Bennu. The NASA's spacecraft origins, spectral interpretation, resource identification, security, regolith explorer, that is OSIRIS-REx. I'll repeat it. NASA's spacecraft origins, spectral interpretation, resource identification, security, and regolith explorer. See, it started its 2 year long journey towards Earth with the samples, rock, and dust collected from the asteroid Bennu. And the spacecraft will orbit the Sun twice before delivering the samples to Earth in the September 2023. So these are the questions from current affairs from this session, and I'll cover some famous books and their authors. Like in this weekly session, in the last slide, I'll cover some static GK portion, which is also important, as a question one or two questions can be asked from these portions also. So the books are Animal Farm. It is written by George Orwell. The Selfish Giant by Oscar Wilde. Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, and Wings of Fire, that is by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So that's it for the session. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And please do follow our Instagram page, that is Offices Minds, for daily current affair quizzes and many more informations. Thank you.